When Herod isn't happy, no one's happy. And the arrival of these visitors brought tremors to the streets of Jerusalem. Think about it. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. This isn't just 3 men on 3 camels. This is an entourage with an armed guard protecting them because they came from a far, far place. They come in through the gates of Jerusalem, walking through the streets. No one knew they were arriving. And people in Jerusalem are thinking, Herod's not going to be happy. And if Herod ain't happy, neither are we. It's a huge contingent, and they finally stop at Herod's palace. Uh-oh, this is not going to be good. And the streets of Jerusalem start to empty out. Not long after that, the chief priests and the scribes and anybody who knows anything about Scripture are not walking, they are scurrying to the palace. Oh, this is really not good. And they are starting to be scared. Herod is not happy. And his response is the response of a greedy, non-Jewish king of the Jews who is a power manager and will do everything he can to keep power. The Magi don't understand quite yet what they have unleashed. Because what I didn't read was the next part of the story. Somewhere they estimate between 10 and 30 children were killed as a result of this. Herod sent word out, find all the boys 2 years and younger and kill them in Bethlehem and in the area. And Rachel cried. The Holy Family became political refugees in Egypt, all because of a king who had become unhinged. Herod and Jerusalem are frightened. Jerusalem is frightened because they don't know what Herod is about to do. But what else has happened is that God has broken into the world. And when God comes into the world, there is a big splash. And there's a lot of chaos that happens. There's a scared ruler grasping for power. There's a city who witnesses an upset in the status quo. And people are going to suffer the consequences. This is not a fun narrative. Children die. Innocent children die. Many of us know what it's like to lose children. This is a story of greed, hubris, and a fear of a reigning monarch, such a fear that you could lose your life if you just do or say the wrong thing. So where is the good news in all of this? The good news is the appearance of the Magi. Because it takes foreigners, not the Jews, not Herod, but it takes foreigners from, we don't know, Assyria, Babylon, we're not sure where they're from. But people from afar to come in and say, we've come to show you. You have a new king, a king of the Jews. And if these foreigners are going to provide gifts for the king, if you are running for your life to a strange country, that gold is going to come in real handy. And they were able to live in Egypt until Herod died, and that's when they moved to Nazareth. Good news for us today is that Jesus is born yet again. Today and always, in our hearts, our minds, and our souls. And Jesus comes again into our chaotic, tired lives. And yes, we're tired. Those Christmas parties, the beautiful lights, they're all gone. The darkness has come into the world, but the darkest day is behind us. Jesus has been born. The light that cannot be quenched has been born. And into our chaotic and tired lives comes this man who brings us hope and peace and joy and love and life. And the invitation is clear. Stop. Pause for just a bit. Look around and see Christ at work in the world. Open up your hearts and minds to see Jesus holding our fears, our anxieties, and yes, even our fatigue in his very hand. And we can let go. We can allow God to be God. So today, as we say every day, today, as we have said for 2,000 years, say yes to the arrival. Say yes to the arrival in every facet of your life. Because Christ is born today and again, again, again. Oh, glory and honor be to God.